What's up, everybody? It's NFL Honors. We're going to sit here and watch. Hey, Jesse, good to see you. KK, hello. Welcome, Mr. Beast. It's a watch and reaction for NFL Honors. Good to see you. Francisco's in the house, and Cranston came in earlier. Good to see everybody hanging in. We're going to watch this tonight, see what's going to happen here. Let me get my camera where I want it. I see it went back on my FaceTime breach. So let me take that over and up there. Zoom and pan, bring it in. There we go, a little bit better there. All right, NFL Honors. Gene, I'm excited. Welcome in, Gene Fitzmagic, everybody. One of my broadcasters.
Hello, my friend.
From our Thursday night broadcasting show. You might see some of the other broadcasters join us tonight. Who knows? But Gene called me last second and said, hey, I want to come jump in. I said, come on down, brother. How's life treating you?
Very good, man. Very good. So good times.
What are you looking forward to most tonight?
My Rookies of the Year. Bringing home 2 Rookies of the Year awards to the Jets. That's what I'm looking for right now.
You think so? Defense and offense. Interesting. Those goated guys. What's up? Welcome in. JC Skipper Brian is in-house. Monitor Amalian here. Movie Mania Nick. Liam as well. Let me find a place to put your guys' comments so we can bring them up on the board. Let's see where we want to put it. I'll probably put it right there. I'll put a backing on it. Just do it that way. That way we can keep your comments up on the screen there with us. So welcome in, everybody. Can I get a go? Oh, yeah! Those goated guys. Well, so I don't know. I'm excited about all of it. I mean, we've never done this. It was a last minute, hey, let me see what this is all about and watch it and see if NFL fans want to come in. You know, we do our Thursday night show where every week, Thursday night, we talk NFL. If you haven't followed us before, hit that subscribe tonight. Gene is part of my counterpart here. Gene's got a big sports and general content coming. We'll talk about that more a little bit as we go through. So, I don't know. Offensive player of the year could be interesting. Offense could be McCaffrey. I mean, it could be a bunch of people. Defense, is Parsons the guy? I don't know. I can't wait to see. Chandler Jones could be somebody defensively. I don't know.
It's and that's the thing too, is especially on offense. I feel like the offensive picks are very. A lot of you can really. I don't think there's one guy in that bunch that we would be shocked of if they win the award. I think they all have just tremendous seasons. And when you look at it, you always feel like, oh, there's a clear cut consensus of one guy a lot of the times. This time, I wouldn't be shocked if any one of those guys wins. I mean, Burrow could win it, Mahomes could win it. Hurts could win, and I wouldn't be shocked at any. That's one of the hardest categories to pick, especially this year, I think.
Well, I definitely agree with you all the way through. Let me see if this is gonna. I don't know which widget I have up there. I don't think I have the right widget up there. Daggone it. Let me jump over to our Thursday night show real quick and pull that widget, Gene. Let me do that real quick. Hello to I saw Cooper Dunlap came in, and also who else came in? Nash. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Welcome in. All right, so let me jump over to our Thursday night pick'em show. I need to pull this widget so we know how many people are watching with us. Let me jump here 1 second. Won't take me but a second to pull the overlay. Overlay, new widget overlay. And then boom there. So let me jump down here to our thing. I wish we could show the show in case anybody's asking. We cannot show the show. It is illegal. It's owned by ABC, I believe. So we can't do that. Trixie! Hello, Trixie. Is that going to work and give me the right number? Did I get the right one? All right, just have to work off of there for right now. We're working on pulling that, guys. Give me 1 second. Kelly Clarkson doing it, Gene. What do you think there?
Not so much a Kelly Clarkson fan, but why not, right?
And that's where I am a Kelly Clarkson fan. I like Kelly Clarkson.
The talk show too. You like that talk show?
Yeah, I like her talk show.
I haven't seen it yet. So I can't comment one way or the
She's
other.
wearing a Dallas jersey here.
Is she really? Oh yeah, she's from. I think she is from Texas, right? Is she not?
Yeah.
Stephen A. Smith, just a quick show.
So.
Thank you for helping me design this.
There we go.
You do extraordinary work. I know, deep down, we're there with you.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, it's working now.
Yeah,
you guys.
just took me a second to get it going. There we go.
Place.
Actually, I'm going to put
So
that
we miss
right there.
Nash,
a little nervous.
Nash Henry, that's a good call out for Doug Peterson. He's
So,
he's
like,
up there.
I
That is a
I
good
don't
call
know
out.
who else.
like,
I think he might be my pick too. I don't remember who I picked earlier. I know in the beginning of the season, I was fooled like a lot of people that I picked the head coach of the Chargers, and that didn't turn out to be
Yeah.
the move.
Hey, Paul Engel, welcome in. Shout out for Graydon. Yeah, you get it one time. We don't usually do shout outs, but I'll do it one time here. Welcome in, buddy. Hit that subscribe if you're new tonight. Help us out. We'd love for you to give a little support to the channel tonight.
It was a choice.
Kelly Clarkson's doing her monologue, so we'll see how that goes.
Just followed the Cowboys because they're America's team.
So she's the full host. She's the head host. She's the one that's hosting. That's
Yeah,
that's
she
an
just
odd
got
choice.
booed. She just got booed for cheering for the Cowboys.
I've loved
That'll do it.
As a whole, though, like, did y'all know that there are more playoffs like after the divisional round? Like, as a Cowboy fan, I thought I thought you stopped doing it like the 90s. I remember it in the 90s, but I don't know, it was weird. I can only make the I'm a fan. Don't make the joke.
I don't know, Liam. We're here doing the football thing, buddy.
I studied up for tonight. Turns out, y'all, it was a crazy year in the NFL. A rookie taken with the last pick of the draft led his team to the NFC title game.
I wonder if that's hair extensions.
Yeah.
That's some long hair. She's got that long hair.
Like, right after you got your license.
Those go to guys wants to know who's everybody's favorite team. Put it in the chat.
I'm a mom. I gotta tell you these things.
I'll tell you what. He may be the last pick of the draft. His wife or girlfriend's smoking. She's pretty.
I won't, because I'm not.
I'd say what he had a great season. He just wouldn't be my pick for rookie of the year. If he played 3 or 4 more games and still played that well, then he would be. But I think he's just under the notch of that.
Yeah. Why is everybody's girlfriend or wife really hot? This is ridiculous.
Well, it's when you're a multi-million-dollar athlete.
Yes.
It's not my fault. And look, don't let the dress fool you guys, okay? I know it's fabulous. I know I look fantastic. Yeah. Shout out CD Lamb. What? I promise tonight, though, I won't let my allegiance to Dallas get in the way of a fair and unbiased show celebrating this great NFL season and Sunday Super Bowl. It's going to be awesome, y'all, okay? And it's between the Kansas City Chiefs. Give it up.
He's going to get booed there, too.
I like it. It's awesome. And then some garbage other team. Yeah.
Wow.
No one cares. Yeah. What?
Wow.
It doesn't matter. I have the mic. You don't. Joke's on you. I'm kidding, though. I am actually excited for the Eagles. I'm glad they're in the Super Bowl because I think it's safer.
Oh, Lord. Here it comes.
I think it's safer when we know where their fans are at all times. Because you're nuts. Like, I just got here, and I know you're nuts. That's crazy. I know. Just say, see? I know. I have security when I leave here, so you can't find me. And now, the biggest football story besides the game on Sunday, y'all. Tom Brady finally retired. Yeah.
Yep, that's a big one.
Like, probably. Like, I don't know. But he might be
Probably.
So, it's the end of an era, and Tom Brady, I wish you nothing but fabulous success. And whatever you choose to do, man, you're incredible. Unless it's a daytime talk show, because you come in my kitchen and I'll hear down like Micah Parsons. That's right. Yeah, that's right. I'm a twirl. Because that's how serious I am. I know you got a podcast. Don't get excited. Okay, so many huge awards to give out tonight. So the NFL asked that I keep this monologue short, which is hysterical because I'm like, why did you hire me? I talk so much. They said, whatever, I got the mic. They said, Kelly, stick to the big stories.
Stick to the big stories.
No extra points. Just
We were talking about Brock Purdy a little bit ago. Neither one of us think that he should get it.
So funny. It's so funny. I can only make the joke because I love him. Last thing, though, I want to say, I am honored to be the first woman, this is serious, y'all, to host the NFL Honors. That is so cool.
That is cool.
I don't know how I got this honor, but I am very, very, very honored. And I just want to shout out some of the amazing women shaping the NFL. The sportscasters, y'all, give it up. The officials, the coaches, the executives. Here tonight, actually, we have the Pro Bowl captains, Vanita Crouch and Diana Flores. Y'all, give it up.
That is awesome. They get a little bit more, diversity into the
Definitely.
game.
The woman who sings.
Hey, what's up, CGH?
Donna Kelsey and her ovaries. Yeah.
Donna Kelsey and her ovaries. That's great. That's fantastic.
I'm sure you're very nervous. I'm a mom. I get it. I'm sure you're nervous about Sunday, but I have to say, after seeing the size of your two sons' heads, I think you got this. I think you can handle anything. I'm just saying. I'm glad it wasn't me. You took one for humanity on that. Are y'all ready for a great show?
She did pretty good in the opening. I mean, she's not a comedian.
Yeah, I thought she did really well, actually.
Award of the night, Dallas Cowboys linebacker Micah Parsons, and five-time Grammy Award-winning artist her. Y'all give it up.
So they come up out of the stands or out of the seats.
Oh wow,
making
yeah.
presentations. That's kind of. They haven't said it yet. Those go-to guys are waiting to hear. They just They announced that Micah Parsons and girl was entertainer. Put some names up on the TV.
Micah, let me just say, I love how you play football.
Why, thank you. And let me just say, I love how you play everything else. Like the piano, the guitar.
I know this. I don't know this lady's name off the top of my head, but she's very talented. I saw her at Disney. Thank you, those go-to guys. We appreciate you.
For NFL Offensive Player of the Year.
Offensive Player of the Year. Here we go.
Here we go. That's surprised to do that one first.
Yeah, right out of the box. Hill, Mahomes in the mix. Jefferson, Hurts. Jalen Hurts, the first one up. Looking to have
Who do you think, Pete, for this award?
Let me see. I think it's going to be Jefferson. Justin Jefferson.
I had Burrow, I believe.
Okay. I think he carried his team. So Mahomes is the next candidate. They're showing highlight packages on all the finalists. Hill is your next one from Miami. Hey, Debbie, welcome in. Put in the chat who you think it's going to be. Those are your finalists. Here we go. Offensive Player of the Year.
And the 2022 AP Offensive Player of the Year is
Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson.
Good call out, Pete. There you go. 1 for 1.
That young lady performed in Disney. She's beautiful.
I'm a little. Was that her?
Was that her?
Was it the artist her? I didn't see who.
I think so. I think that's who it was.
She's fantastic.
I remember her performing at Disney for Christmas. She's amazingly talented.
If it's the woman I'm thinking of, if it's her, she actually did the that Beauty and the Beast special they did about 2 months ago.
Monorail Molly's here. Debbie Bernfeld. Good to see you guys.
Without him, none of this would be possible. The amount of blessings that he's been giving me this my
Dion's there tonight.
Amazing.
Right.
Certainly, I gotta thank my parents, John, Elaine Jefferson. Y'all made me to the man I am today. I appreciate y'all so much. My brothers Jordan and Ricky. I mean, y'all made me to who I am. Y'all was so hard on me. All the countless times I cried at home. Y'all was the reason that I'm tough because of y'all. I appreciate y'all. More to come.
More to come. I like it.
Yeah. You know, I just remembered. I'm thinking this was MVP. This pick I actually took Hill before when we did this a few weeks ago. I had Hill for this pick, not Burrow. Burrow, I think I had for my MVP.
I'll tell you what, Justin Jefferson's suit was money. Purple paisley flowers. It was strong. I don't know where they're doing this from. They haven't said where they're doing it from. They'll say it at some point, Liam. I'll bring it up.
You know what? I remember. Was it? No, that was the Grammys, I think. I was thinking the crypto arena where the Lakers play, but I'm thinking that might have been. Was it the Grammys?
They've got a video package honoring J.J. Watt right now.
You know what? This league, this year, we lost a lot of good players to retirement this year.
It's gonna be a heck of a Hall of Fame year when it happens.
Yeah.
To ever play the game, y'all. And he is here tonight with one of the funniest women alive. I love her. To present an award, he won a record 3 times. Please welcome Tiffany Haddish and 3-time NFL Defensive Player of the Year, J.J. Watt.
J.J. Watt and Tiffany Haddish to do the next presentation. Wow, she looks stunning too.
And real quick, Pete, it's in Symphony Hall in Phoenix.
Symphony Hall in Phoenix. Makes sense that it's up there close to where they're at.
We are here to present the award for Defensive Player of the Year.
Hold on. They just did a whole tribute film.
What's up, VP?
About my film. Roll my highlights.
Hey, VP.
I don't think they have a highlight film prepared.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I got a couple of them right here on my phone. We can go through. They can. Okay. They can. Not that one. No, not that one. That's inappropriate.
You know what? You know what? While we figure this out, here are the finalists for Defensive Player.
Finalists for Defensive Player of the Year. Here we go. Oh, a little welcome to the jungle here. A little jungle talk. I like it.
Yeah, I like that.
Favorite player all time for me is Ray Lewis. These go to guys. All right, here's your finalist, everybody. Nick Bosa. Micah Parsons. Let's see who we got. Oh, Chris Jones, another good one. Another good one. Those are your finalists. I'm going Parsons.
I think I got to go Bosa on this one.
Okay, we'll see. Here we go.
And the 2022 AP Defensive Player of the Year is
Nick Bosa.
Bosa! Good call.
I don't think he went 2 games in a row without a sack this year. I think if he missed a game, he always, by the next game, if I remember correctly, I saw a stat. And
Didn't Parsons get hurt? Did Parsons get hurt a little bit this year?
He might have been dinged up a little bit. He might have been.
Do me a favor. Don't spam the chat, please.
A lot more nervous than I thought. Mom, Dad, Joey, I love you more than anybody. You're the reason I wake up every morning.
Congrats to the Bosa brothers there.
Being there for me. To the 49ers organization, from the Yorks and the DeBartolos down, thank you so much for doing stuff the right way and believing in me. To the #1 defense.
Gotta like the black, all black tux.
All my guys who make my job a lot easier. It's a team sport. I just do my job.
I might go all black tux myself this year if I go to something.
Nice.
Whatever end goal in mind, it's not gonna be a smooth path. There's gonna be times where you're questioning yourself. But if you stay the course and you believe in yourself, take it one day at a time, there's gonna be a light at the end of the tunnel.
Nice, short, to the point. That's not bad.
Yeah. And acknowledging his teammates, that was nice. And again, that is one of those teams that's a total team defense. I mean, that's a legendary team defense right there.
Icons, football's biggest stars are all coming together to celebrate another great NFL season.
Cameron Hayward up here doing the transition spot. You could see he was struggling with it a little bit.
Most valuable player and recognize the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year. Plus so much more. This is
There's Hall of Famers there in their jacket. There's comedians there. Celebrities.
Did they announce the full? They didn't announce the full Hall of Fame team.
Well, some of it's tonight, right?
That's what I thought, because I heard some of it was leaked. I heard that I believe Coleco. I heard that Coleco got announced. I don't know if that's a rumor or if he legitimately got announced.
I'm sure they'll give all the finalists tonight. What's up? VP says the best Bosa brother won. If you're brand new tonight, that's Gene Fitzmagic. We do a show with several others, about 10 other people total. Thursday nights, it's the NFL coverage show right here on the channel. We'd love for you to hit that subscribe tonight. If you just find us for the first time, say hello in the chat. We'd love for you to do that. I broadcast the Super Bowl on Sunday. I'll be here all day doing it live, covering it. We're going to do XFL coverages of live games, USFL coverage, the draft. the first 2 days of the draft in full. My broadcasting team will be in and out with me throughout the night for the draft itself. Having some fun with that. A lot of football coverage, 365 on this channel. The other one is Good But Wines. Hey, he's retiring, I think, isn't he? No, he's not. But there's a lot of good brothers in this league over the years. Obviously, you've got our recent ones with the Bosa brothers and the Watt brothers, but there's been others through the years that have come through and make a difference. Obviously, the Mannings come to mind,
Yeah, and that lineage is going to continue with the nephew is in college now. He's like a number one recruit. So
right, yeah, there's going to be more talent for some of these people coming through. I don't think we'll see a little Gronk at any point, but you never know. You never know. I mean, there could be a bunch of little Gronks out there and party girls that I don't know about. We'll wait and see. So if you are new, say hello in the chat. We'd love to welcome you in. We're all about chatting here and having a good time. We wish we could show the actual show. It is illegal to do that. We cannot do that, but we're doing what we're legally allowed to do. It's just sit and chat about it here. And right now they are at a commercial break. So you surprised yet with the first two? Either one?
Not with Jefferson, because like I said, when we talked about with the offensive player of the year, anybody in that group, and same thing with the MVP. I feel there's a lot of guys in that group that could really have won it. I'm not surprised. Again, I thought it was going to be Hill. With the MVP, I think it's going to be Burrow. So I could, we'll see what happens then. And Bosa was my defensive pick, so I'm not surprised with the defensive pick. But yeah, I will. The one that I'm nervous about, and I guess it's because I'm affected personally, is the offensive rookie of the year. I don't know what's going to go with. I feel like Kenneth Walker has just as much of a claim to it as Garrett Wilson. And you know what? There's going to be people that love Brock Purdy for what he did again, small sample size, 6 games. But
it's interesting, Gene. We had a really good draft year last year. These guys, these kids that have come in, really made an impact. And when it gets so hard that you're looking at 10 guys going for one spot for that final recognition, and you can make points of claim for all of them. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
it means that the league's going good. Salute to Service Award being shown right now. Ron Rivera being recognized. I am very partial to this. I'm very partial to the troops and their support. That means a lot to me. They're honoring. I love that they're honoring Ron Rivera. That's great.
Cancer survivor as well. He's been through a lot.
God bless him. He's there tonight. Salute to Service winner. You get the tip of my cap, my man.
Welcome back to the NFL Honors. That's what it is, a league. Yep. We sure have another. We have a theater.
Kelly Carr. That's the future Mrs. X McDevitt. The ex-Mrs. McDevitt. She doesn't know that.
But I'll admit, y'all probably know this. I don't know everything about it. So I called the person who does. Take a look. Oh my God, man, thank you so much for doing this. I just really want to be as informed as possible before I host the NFL Honors. So I figured, who knows football better than you?
Listen, Kelly, I'm happy to
Peyton,
help with any
yes.
questions you might have. Ask me anything.
Okay, so what constitutes a catch in the NFL?
Well, must be 2 feet down into a football move and intent with possession. Possession, of course, being 8/10 of...
So you don't know, do you?
Actually, I don't.
No one does.
The Bosas, the Watts, the Cook brothers, the St. Browns, like, why are
Please do not spam the chat or we will have to remove you.
What usually happens is that the older brother works really hard. He makes a name for himself, builds a legacy.
Oh, this is great.
The younger brother just kind of waltzes in. Oh, we're throwing the pigskin around? Well, shoot. I'll take a turn.
Okay. Breeds of zero bitterness. There's so many great quarterbacks right now. So would you say this is like the golden age?
It's illegal, PNW. Illegal.
This past season of American Idol was pretty strong. Would you say that this is the golden age of the thing that you used to do?
That's great, too.
So Justin Fields, Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen, they pass, it seems. So maybe I should talk about that?
I just wouldn't go there. I mean, a lot of people say mobility is overrated at the quarterback position.
Who says that?
A lot of people do.
Is it you? Are you the one who says that? Or?
I'm not going to name names, but let me tell you, a lot of people.
This is great.
Okay, so maybe I do some jokes about how quarterbacks like Herbert and Trevor Lawrence have long hair now.
There's nothing really funny about that. Everyone knows that the best quarterbacks still get their hair cut
by their dad's best friend Duke every third Wednesday. It's just a fact.
Okay, and just does Duke have a last name or?
I don't know. There's actually no small talk.
Joe Namath is going to be
There's
there
no
for
small talk.
Super Bowl III, but the great Super Bowl moment of all time, that's got to be the helmet catch, right?
A helmet catch? Remind me what happened there?
Really, man?
Let me ask you a few questions now. Are you set for insurance?
Oh, well, I'm covered through work, but thank you.
What about potato chips?
Oh, no, thank you, man. I'm good. I don't need free potato chips.
I never said free.
Oh, I didn't mean that. I'm good with chips.
Kelly, I think you're ready.
Man, I think so, too.
So the real reason I agreed to do this is I've written a song.
Oh, man, I'm so sorry. I think my Wi-Fi is about to break.
Wait, you wouldn't know that.
Sorry. I don't think that any of this is actually usable. Maybe the haircut stuff. I don't know.
That was great.
He's
Manny did a
fantastic.
Good job.
One of my favorite non-football appearances by Peyton Manning was the SNL bit where he was like Big Brothers of America. And
Yeah.
he's doing all the bad things, like teaching kids how to break into cars and stuff.
I love
He
Peyton.
is-
I'm a Peyton Manning fan. I think he's
Me
great.
too.
Tracy, oh man, now we're gonna get fun.
We're here to recognize the new faces in the league.
Rookies.
These phenoms were ready
Here
to
we go.
take the stage, dominate the competition, and write their own stories.
All those guys remind me when I first got on Saturday Night Live. I used to wear a mouthpiece, cleats, and a protective cup.
Were you wearing that for like a sketch or something?
Nope, that's just the way I rolled back then.
Fair enough.
He's
Okay,
great.
here are the finalists
He's
for
fantastic.
the
All right, here we go. Offensive. Let's see what we got.
Let's see.
I got good musical backgrounds to this.
Yeah. Who do you got for this award, Pete?
I'm still up in the air. Walker, I gotta like Walker's your first one. I like Walker. 9 TDs this year. Running backs get more love than wideouts most of the time.
Yeah.
Quarterbacks get more love than both. There's Wilson.
Yeah.
Garrett Wilson from the Jets. He was amazing. He carried my fantasy teams. 1,100 plus yards as a rookie. Brock Purdy, obviously quiet fan favorite, I guess, because of everything he's done. Those are your final three. I'm gonna go with Walker.
And the 2022
I'm gonna go with Garrett.
Rookie of the Year is
Garrett Wilson.
Wilson, 1,100 yards, gets it. That guy's a legit Pro Bowler consistently. Next 8 years.
Yeah, just get him a quarterback and we'll see how good he can be. But he's one of these guys.
I'll be truthful with you, Gene. I picked Wilson on the show, but KK was in here, and KK is a huge supporter to our show, and I know she loves Seattle, so I did it for her. Wilson had to get it. He didn't get 1,100 receiving yards.
with spotty quarterback playing all year too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, O'Connell.
I got to thank God. Without him, none of this is possible.
Walker's a fantastic running back for Seattle, but Wilson had the best year of all the rookies.
I'm so thankful for y'all.
But I'll tell you what, if without injury, I think Breece Hall would have actually carried this. I think he would have been. I think he would have been.
Without
he would have
injury,
not
it's
been hurt.
between him and Breece Hall.
Yeah.
It's the two of them. And if you had it, he did 1,100 yards without a quarterback.
Yeah. He's going to be one of these guys that's going to be where they're not relying on a good quarterback. They could be better with a good quarterback, but they'll still put up numbers even with a bad quarterback, I think.
Yep. Yeah, I picked Wilson earlier.
And as a Jet fan, trust me, we've never really had that before, at least in my lifetime. So, and I think the most anticlimactic award is going to be the defensive rookie of the year, because I don't think there's a way he can even possibly lose that. And if that does happen, I believe it's only the third time that it'll happen where the same team won both awards.
Here we go, defensive.
This next award I want to present to you guys. You win this award by automatically giving out dreams and nightmares to quarterbacks, receivers, and running backs.
Some receivers. Here are this year's finalists.
We got Derwin James and Diggs presenting it. Derek, what's up? Defensive, we'll recap it in a minute, Derek. So you hit Hutchinson, is one of them.
Mm.
So let's start it off. You got Sauce Gardner, who's a leading run. Tough one to pick. This is tough call. Sauce was amazing. I mean, Sauce shut down the left side. Then you got Hutchinson, who was a monster. Well-deserving. Either one of those two I could give it to. God, that's a tough call. Hutchinson was everywhere. Oh, God, Seattle. Woolen was everywhere, too.
Yeah, Woolen had a good... He's one of those ball-hawking corners, man.
Any one of these three could get it. I think they'll go to the middle guy. I think they'll go to Hutchinson. All three are deserving. God, that's a tough one, Gene.
I think it's Gardner. Corners are never this good this early. They usually take a year or two to season. That's why he wasn't my pick in the beginning of the year. I thought he'd be the best player in the draft. I just didn't think he'd be this good this quick.
Sauce Gardner.
Sauce Gardner! Nice! The Sauce got it!
There we go.
I like this kid. It makes me mad because your Jets are getting really good.
You know what I love about Sauce Gardner? He's the perfect combination of flashiness, but yet humbleness. He still has that humbleness about him.
I love that he's got a Deion Chain saying Sauce.
Yeah,
I love that. Vale Channel, what's up? We'll recap these winners in a minute. Gene, can you keep a list and recap as we go along?
Yeah.
You know, without him, I wouldn't be here. You know, I want to thank my mom right there, Elisa Gardner. I appreciate you being my superhero.
All right, M.A.
You was my role model. My brother, Alontae Gardner, back there. Alexis Gardner, my sister. You know, I want to thank the Jets organization for, you know, taking a chance on me. You know, allowing me to be a part of the defense. I want to thank all my coaches from Little League to Detroit King High School.
I love this chain.
Everywhere. Last but not least, I got to thank Detroit. The east side of Detroit, man. Man, 7 Mile. You know, it was hard growing up, man. Really
all right, Gene, you want to recap them real quick? Where we're at so far?
So we did 4 awards so far. Offensive Player of the Year was Justin Jefferson. Defensive Player of the Year was Bosa. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Garrett Wilson, and Defensive Rookie of the Year, Sauce Gardner.
There we go. Thanks. Thank you, Gene, for doing that.
You got it.
Welcome in, Derek. Hey, Happy Haunt Nicole. Welcome in, Vale. If you're brand new, hit that subscribe. We cover football 365 all year long. All year long on this channel. They're talking about music and stuff. Be coming in. Welcome in, Daniel. Good to see you. We broadcast live NFL games, live XFL, live USFL. We do a Thursday night football show every week. Primary focus being NFL. We will also do a little bit of talk on XFL and USFL. We do the draft live here on this channel. This is my man, Gene Fitzmagic. We've got a whole broadcasting team. Gene's getting ready to do some big stuff over on some podcast avenues on YouTube, many social media fronts that'll be coming out here very shortly that we'll be talking about in depth that you're not going to want to miss. I'm really excited for what Gene's going to be doing. So it's good stuff so far. I mean, I'm happy. I don't think anything is you're like, wow, that should have never happened. Yeah.
Well, you know what? When you get to this point, right, with the awards, everybody's worthy of being here, right? Like they've all had a great season. You can't fault anybody. Very rarely, I think, are the races this tight. Because usually, like I said earlier, you always kind of know that guy's. There's some that's usually a lock. This year, I don't really feel like. I feel like there's a lot of really good players in the league this year. To me, the only lock to me was Sauce. I really thought that I would have been utterly shocked if he didn't win. Just based on the year he had.
Hutchinson was phenomenal. He didn't.
And he was not to take anything away from Hutchinson. I didn't mean that was.
He didn't have an impact. He had an incredible impact, but not at the level of Sauce. Sauce had the Revis Island impact where you didn't even throw to that side of the field.
Mm-hmm.
And as a rookie, that's incredible. The kid Woolen in Seattle is a monster hitter. He has great reads. Again, it's not a shutdown situation over there. So I definitely think they got it right.
And that's the thing, too, is because Sauce is a shutdown corner, he's not going to get the number of picks that someone like Woolen might get or other guys. So he's never going to lead the league in interceptions because people just aren't going to throw there. So he's not going to have the ability to get them that many interceptions. He'll get you 2 or 3 a year, But what he's going to do is he's going to take the number one receiver on the opposite team out of the game like they're not even there.
Yeah,
and to me, that's even more important than the turnover sometimes.
Well, when you have a player that you have to game scheme against, that's impressive.
Yeah.
You know, we were blessed here in Baltimore for years having Ray and Ed here, Ray Lewis and Ed Reed, that people had to game plan against both of them, and that made a huge difference. And you know, I know the magic that you're feeling right now there. Congrats to your Jets. You know, a couple big awards already. That's fantastic. Welcome in if you are brand new. Say hello in the chat. Tell me, hey, I'm new. First time in. We'd love to welcome you in here and hang out with us. Say hello. We are a free channel, and the fact that you can chat and talk with us at no cost, as long as you keep it family friendly and fun. That's what we're all about here. I wasn't sure about doing this or not. I wasn't sure if anybody would stop in because most people can get it on their TV, but I also thought about the fact that there's a lot of people out there that like to chat about this, you know, with us in the chat as we're going. Welcome in, Jonathan Chong. What's the next one? Did they say? They did. No, they're just highlighting Rihanna right now for the Super Bowl. So, hard to believe Super Bowl is Sunday, man.
Yeah, the season. I remember it seemed like yesterday we just started the season, right? I mean, it flies, man. It flies.
Yeah,
it feels like just yesterday my team was 7-3 with looking forward to the playoffs, and then that didn't happen.
Yeah, Cooper says, "Hey man, I thought Kenneth was going to get the Rookie of the Year. He had a great year. Wasn't he injured for a little bit?
I don't think he was. I think it's just that he had a slower start. I think either he was banged up early, or maybe he didn't get as many carries early. But I feel like he had a slower start, or maybe again, Brees I think was the guy for the first 6 weeks where we thought it was going to be Brees. Maybe Brees outshined him a little bit, whatever it is. But Kenneth Walker is one of the future backs of this league.
Yeah, he's a 4 to 7 year
Pro Bowler.
Yeah, 4 to 7 year perennial, putting up the numbers. You know, carrying Seattle. That's a great pick by them. I loved Walker at Michigan State and was always impressed by him. So we'll see how that rolls out here. All right, they're coming back in. Let's see what we got. Bud Light Celly of the Year. Celebration of the Year. What's going to get it, Gene?
What touchdown celebrations is it?
The Bengals defense are getting for Celebration of the Year. They did a roller coaster with the whole defense.
Ah.
That's the Celebration of the Year. Cincinnati Bengals. All right, Debbie, have a good night.
Welcome back to the NFL.
Cincinnati Bengals get on the board.
I'm Kelly Clarkson, and
here you
before
go.
we give out the next award, please give it up for Jason Halbert and the rest of my band, y'all. Come on, give it up.
She's got her nails done tonight. I'm a big nails guy. She never has it done on the show. They're always clear.
Super excited. This might be my
I picked that up.
because it's just nice to be here with all these athletic people just like me. I'm super athletic too, and just hanging out. And there's no pressure to perform or sing. No, we talked about this. We're not gonna do that, right? Did the producers pick out?
This time, somebody else has to sing.
Who?
George Kittle.
Oh, hey there. Hi, how you doing, Kelly?
Oh my God!
George Kittle, what's he doing?
George Kittle.
He's a wild man.
Hey, everybody, how we doing tonight? Well, hey, I just want to do a quick shout out.
PX Center, what's up?
For awards, so I just feel like they deserve a little shout out.
What?
So, Nick, who's not here, Christian, Brock, Niners Nation, this one's for you guys.
All right.
Okay, so wow, this is horrible singing.
It's at least he can play football. Thank God, right?
Thank God. I give him credit for going up there and just throwing himself out there.
Yeah, he's having fun at least, right?
Not as good as the M80s, Paul. Jonathan Shaw says, what am I watching? I'm going back to Canadian football.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing. Yeah, Niner Nation, whatever. Now please welcome NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell, 2020.
He's going to get booed.
He always does, right? It would be weird if he doesn't.
And Jared
Well, this is all players. He might not.
Oh, good point. Good point.
No, he's not getting booed.
Yeah, but you're right though. It's because the players are there. It's a different atmosphere.
Yep. Who's going to get it this year? Walter Payton's kids are there. BP, that was awful.
35 years ago last month, the great Walter Payton retired from professional football. Of all the incredible
35.
records he set during his 13-year career, there's one that speaks to his character. Walter played in 170 consecutive games.
Wow.
Which is still the benchmark for
As a running back
to this day. No matter the game or the conditions, whenever his teammates looked in the backfield,
Walter was there
for them. His unique determination and support extended far beyond the field as well. It didn't matter if you called him Walter or Sweetness or Dad. Our father never hesitated to be there for others.
He set another benchmark, one where NFL players are out there tackling major issues in the community. It is why the league's highest.
Gotta love that his
honor is
kids have
called
carried
the
this
Walter
on too.
Payton NFL Man of the
right?
Year.
At the end of every season, each team puts forward a candidate for this prestigious award. And while you'll probably never see an offensive lineman like me win the MVP, Man of the Year recipients come from just about every position on the field. And it's for any player who, like Walter, was always there for others. Here now is a look at the 32 nominees for this year.
We're not going to try to read off the 32 nominees. I'll be honest with you. It's a lot. Unless we can. I'll see what I can do. We'll see if they actually show them all. They're just kind of shooting through.
For players across the league, helping their neighborhood is a year-round labor of love.
Someone's gonna stand by you.
Love the fact that they're out in the communities being role models for young kids.
This might really, you know what? We never really think of this award when we think of tonight, but this is probably maybe the most important award there is tonight, really.
It really is, yeah. You're right.
So much more important who we are off the field and what we do with our platforms. Some of the blessings and impact so many people.
You know,
get a chance to see. Let me know who the Jet nominee was because I forget who it might.
Yes, the problem is they're not showing them all, saying these are the finalists.
Oh, okay.
A lot of it is a lot of like group things and stuff.
Okay.
And a lot of them are out of a uniform, so if you don't know them, I don't want to be disrespectful, you know.
Yeah.
What's up, Molar Man? Welcome in. You know, the other thing that's important here is that these guys are millionaires, almost all of them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, many of them are multimillionaires, or they're close to that when they add whatever endorsements and all the stuff they do. You know, and to give back to, you know, lower income people that are struggling through life in some way, shape, or form. To give back to those of disability that are challenged mentally, physically. But there's a guy that's got two hands just like me. You know, to give back to people like that, that's a beautiful thing.
It is. It is an important thing too. It's important. You know, I think as a society, we always and again, it's kind of what I said. We don't think of this award coming in tonight, but it's so important. I think almost as a society, we overlook it sometimes because you're looking at the flashiness, how they do on the field. But this is where it's at. This is really the meat of
if I'd have ever made it big, I'd have been in hospitals helping and doing whatever. You know, you don't know what joy you can bring.
Yeah.
Wish I could do that now in some way or shape or form.
Recipient of the NFL's highest honor. But first,
You hear that? Highest honor.
Yeah.
For everything they do. They are the nominees for the
So they're bringing them all out on stage. They're all getting a standing ovation. I love it.
All 32 of them are really, reality winners. I know that sounds corny and cheesy, but it's true. It really is.
They deserve a standing ovation. Wonder who's going to get the recipient. Plus, you get the tag on your jersey once you receive it for the rest of your career.
Yep.
Which is an amazing honor. Oh, they're going to make you wait till the end to tell you who's getting.
They did the tease.
Oh, man.
Who won it last year? Was it Hayward that won it last year from Pittsburgh?
Who won it last year?
Yeah, was it
Kid
Hayward?
from the Rams. Guy from the Rams. Yeah, he was on stage just now talking.
Oh, okay. I don't have it on. That's why I'm going by just listening.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Well, welcome in. If anybody's new, we haven't said hello to you. Say hello in the chat. This is Gene. Gene Fitzmagic, everybody. My name is Pete. This is just an extension of our Thursday night show. I opened it up to any of our broadcasters who wanted to come in. Thank you, Cooper. Cooper's all over it. Appreciate Cooper done that. Andrew Whitworth. I couldn't think of his name off the top of my head. I knew it had a W in it, is what I knew.
Okay. Yeah, the lineman. He was actually retired last year, I believe, right after the Super Bowl.
Yep. I love it when somebody comes in and subscribes, spams the chat, gets mad that you get timed out, and they unsubscribe. They're not gonna let you sit there and spam the chat and do garbage and other stuff.
And don't worry about their unsubscription because they were going to unsubscribe anyway. They're not looking to be.
Yeah, I could care less. I want good quality people like the people we have in the chat now that are here talking, having some fun. That's what you build a community upon, is trustworthy people that you get to know that want to talk a little bit of football and have some fun. And heck, that's all we're doing here on a Thursday night, and watching a TV show and talking with you guys. If it was legal to have on the TV, I would have it up there. So,
I look at it, very much like you said.
Well,
like basically, I get to hang out with a bunch of my online buddies, and we just talk football for an hour. So to me, that's always fun. And to have people that enjoy listening to us rant about whatever we're ranting about is a bonus because and that's why I feel like everybody on that show, man, we all have our own different opinions, and we all mix so well together. It's
I do love the show. All right, hello to Stacey Rogers. There might be intentional lag here for a second. I'm going to jump over to the hardwire from Wi-Fi because it looks like a little bit of signal travel there. So if you get lag in a second, just hit refresh. Go off of Wi-Fi onto the wire. And Gene will be back in 1 second. There we go. Now we're caught back up. So good to do that. I would rather not be on that. You can be on the hardwire. It's a lot easier. So the amazing Stacey Rogers is hanging out with us. Space Mountain Dave, hello. Space Mountain Dave, hello. Good to see you. Welcome in. Yeah, thank you for that nice comment, Stacey. I see that. That means a lot, Stacey. I try to do my things. I don't always do it well. Gene, I'm heading to Disney.
I know next week, right? Right after the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'm hoping that there will be a Piano Man playing on Friday night in his normal spot, and maybe I'll get to see him we're heading over there.
Okay, Boathouse.
Yeah, so Preston loves that. Preston loves a Boathouse. So.
Yeah, those flaming out sliders, man. Oh,
yeah. This is his trip, so he's picked everything out, and he's
nice.
calling all the shots. Yeah, he's calling all the shots, and he's been saving his gift cards and stuff because he wanted a couple things he wanted to buy. He came into me today. He's like, "Dad, can you help me out? I got a couple things I want to get, but I'll be a little bit short." I was like, "Yep, I'm going to help you out. This is your trip to have some fun." So that's going to be good. So it's going to be fun.
I'll just mention I'll be there 2 weeks after you.
Oh, nice. Nice. Space Mountain Dave says he just got drenched in Hollywood Stews. I'm sorry, Dave. Feel bad for you getting drenched. I hope we don't get dressed. I hope so, Jonathan. I'm hoping it's going to be a bunch of fun. We'll see. What's this one here? They just jumped in on an award. I don't know which one they're doing. Must be about charity or something here. Looks like it's on leadership for leading young people, which is good.
Someone creating a real difference in their community, tackling many important issues.
Let's see what they got here. I was worried. I picked the Eagles to win. I thought for sure as soon as I picked the Eagles to win, Stacey was going to call me yelling. I was the only one to pick the Eagles tonight. Everybody went Chiefs.
I went Chiefs too. I don't remember how many of us picked Chiefs last week when it was me, Tina, and Sean. But yeah, I feel like the Chiefs are more battle tested than the Eagles. The Eagles had a great season. I don't think they had the same road that the Chiefs had, though.
VP says it's the Changemaker Award coming out. And I don't know where they're going to go, Mr. Fulton.
Our servicemen and women have always put country before self. A power reminder of their sacrifice can be found in the statue of the late Pat Tillman that stands outside the stadium where the Super Bowl will be
Tillman,
played
what a
on
great
Sunday.
American.
That same selflessness can be found right now, half a world away. In Ukraine, there's a league where young men put on pads and helmets and play football with the same passion you'd find right here in our own backyard.
That's
This
cool.
past year, those same young men stepped away from the game that they loved and put themselves in harm's way in order to defend their homeland.
On behalf of everyone who are fighting for freedom of Ukraine and the whole world, I want to thank every one of you for your support.
Big difference when it goes from catching a football or tackling somebody to living, just being able to live through the day. Wow. They're showing them in their uniforms playing catch.
Oh wow,
that's amazing.
We're from sports. We don't know how to make war, but we have muscles and they make art.
And some of them have made the ultimate sacrifice.
Yeah, ultimate sacrifice is one thing, man.
Definitely.
There's not a quarterback of the year. It's just offensive player, Liam. Well, God bless all those soldiers who are standing a post for their country.
Yeah. You know, and you brought up Tillman before too, and to think like, and he wasn't just like a guy that was like kind of in the league and decided, hey, well, you know what, I'm gonna go. He was a legitimate star in the league.
Yeah.
And retired to serve the country.
Well, he took a leave to go put himself in battle.
Yeah. You know, Ukrainian League of American Football with us here tonight. Yuri Gundich, Dennis Poblinski, Alfie Williams, and Robin Boguslavsky.
Wow, they got some of the players there tonight. And they're all getting a standing ovation. Look at them. Love it. That's what it should be about. Yeah. Stand up and applaud those guys. The commissioner's over there shaking their hand. See, I know a lot of people don't like the commissioner, but I respect that.
And, you know, I don't even know if it's the commissioner that we don't like. I think it's almost that thing you just feel like you're not supposed to like him, right? I don't know if he's a bad guy. I think it's one of those things where it's like you're supposed to, like the same way you boo your principal in school. So it's like, you know, you're just not supposed to like the guy. And I think that's really all it is. Because I don't know that he's ever really done anything that wasn't, you know,
I don't
wrong.
think so. Here comes Prime Time out to present. Hey, Stephen Smith.
I've been a coach. I've been a coach for a few years now, and at this point, I think I can say with some type of authority, it's hard, period. You got to motivate your players, outsmart your opponents, and then interact with a bunch of Gen Z dudes every single day. Handsomely paid, by the way. So to that, and do it well at his highest level, it's kind of difficult. And that's something else.
Must be Coach of the Year.
Honor to finalists for Coach of the Year.
I'm a Primetime fan. I've met Prime.
Oh yeah, good guy in real life.
Yeah,
nice. As good of a player he was on the field, because of he was so flashy and so braggadocious, I just didn't see him as a coach. But I'll tell you what, I couldn't be more wrong. He's been successful and
done really well.
I hope he turns that Colorado program around too.
I do too. Brian Daboll's up there. New York. Kyle Shanahan up there. San Fran. Let's see. Who are the others? We got Jacksonville's head coach. Jacksonville, Giants, San Fran. Who's it going to be, Gene?
I'm going Peterson.
You going who? Peterson?
Peterson.
I'm going to go Daboll, New York. I'll go the opposite. Let's see.
I would be remiss if I didn't take this opportunity to recruit.
He's always talking.
Had the Boses, the what? Jerry said I could borrow the star. Jimmy said he's going to help me out. I need all your cousins, your mama, them, your nephews. Send them right to Colorado. We good? Don't have no NIL money either, by the way. And the 2022 AP Coach of the Year is Brian Dable.
It's a smarter choice.
I get it. Now, listen.
You know why? Here's my reason. Peterson has a number 1 pick at quarterback. Daboll, that's the difference to me.
You know what? I get that, but I felt like when Peterson got here, he still had to develop Lawrence. Lawrence wasn't a finished product yet. He's still not a finished product. I'll be honest, out of the 3, I think Kyle is probably the best, but this year, these 2 guys, I thought were on the high, did a better job.
What a great honor. Appreciative of this award. Want to thank the Mara family, the Tisch family, Joe Shane, all the scouting staff, the support staff, the club, the fans, the voters.
All were justified again.
Yeah, yep, for sure.
VP wants to know why the mics are so short. I agree with you, VP. What's up, Zach the Potato?
Haven, Avery, and Luke.
He almost forgot one of his kids' names.
Much respect.
I like Dable. I mean, I do. And you know me. I'm not a fan of the Giants whatsoever. But I do like Dable. I like that he shows personality on the sidelines. I feel like he's good for the players. He could be a disciplinarian when he needs to be, and he can also be a rah-rah guy when he needs to be.
You want to do a
fine combination?
You want to do a quick recap?
Yep. What do we got here? All right. So, Offensive Player of the Year, Justin Jefferson. Defensive Player of the Year, Bosa. Nick Bosa, by the way. Rookie of the Year on offense, Garrett Wilson. Defensive Rookie of the Year would be Sauce Gardner, and Coach of the Year, Brian Dable.
So 5 awards so far. Interesting. I mean, again, I'm not disappointed in any of the winners. I think the recipients are. I think they're all winners. The recipients are pretty good ones. So, how long is this show? I look to see. Was it to 11 o'clock? Maybe is it 2 hours?
I would think it's probably like a 9 to 11 kind of deal. I mean, how many awards they got? They don't got that many left, really, right?
Well, that's what I was sitting here wondering. I was like, what? No, it does go off at 11. So I think, don't they have?
They do have the Hall of Fames to announce.
Yeah, and don't they also have? Hey, Joey, you're welcome to come on with us if you want. They also have a musical thing or something tonight, I think.
Okay.
But I don't know. I mean, I thought they said something about music or something, but I couldn't imagine why it wouldn't be Kelly Clarkson if it was the music. Joey says he can't do it. He's putting Sam to bed.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I was talking before. He actually sent me a congrats on my Rookie of the Year awards. So not mine, but
Yeah.
So
VP says I don't think there's much difference between number 1 pick and number 6 pick when it comes to getting. Not bad. I mean, that's possible.
That's a good point.
Comeback Player of the Year. They still got to do Comeback Player of the Year.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Mr. Fulton, I have no idea. I have no idea what Mr. Peanut's doing on a Super Bowl commercial. Sorry.
The Comeback Player Award is usually what you don't really think much about, but this year I think it's pretty interesting with the guys that they have. With the nominees, I think it's a pretty interesting year. So,
I really wish they would do I mean, they always want to honor good things,
Yeah.
I'd love to just see him to do Underperformer of the Year. As voted by the players, as voted by the players. So, I would love to eat roasted peanuts. I would be up for that. I'm all about that. Daniel Jones was pick 6, but he hadn't really done anything really yet. VP.
And here's the thing too: when that pick came in, I don't know what they did in the other markets. I only talk for the New York market because that's where I live. Gettleman got killed for that pick. There was the quote. They played it on radio all the time. He fell in full bloom love with Daniel Jones, and he got absolutely crushed. Now, is it Dable that got him to be what he is? Did he just kind of get it all of a sudden?
I think it's
if he leaves, would he be as good elsewhere? I don't know. I mean, listen, if I'm him, as long as I get paid fairly, I'm staying where I'm at because it worked this year.
Yeah, I think that I really think it's a scheme. I think that Daboll is a coach. Oh, here we go. FedEx Ground Players of the Year. Joe Burrow.
5 yards and a career best.
It's a FedEx Player of the Year. I didn't know that was an award. Josh Jacobs, Air and Ground Players of the Year. Josh Jacobs and Joe Burrow, FedEx. So they're FedEx donate $20,000 to a charity of their choice. I think Daboll is a lot like Belichick in that he builds schemes around players to make them better. He changed the running scheme to help Saquon, and look, he was right back in. You know?
Yeah, he had a fantastic year. I'm gonna write those. That was Aaron Grant. Was what you said? Josh Jacobs and Burrow.
Josh Jacobs and Joe Burrow. FedEx Aaron Grant Player of the Year.
Oh my God. Does somebody else want to sing my song?
Yep.
Who?
Cam Jordan. What up, Kelly Clarkson?
Oh, you're looking good. I like that suit. All right. Saints All-Pro defensive end Cam Jordan. What are you singing? Who are you singing to?
You know, I'm singing to my old coach. Tell them, ladies. Met you as a rookie, so you might think I should me when you retire.
Oh my God.
It's not great, but at least it's better than George Kittle.
No, there's no lineman award, Steven. It's just offensive, defensive. This singing is horrible. I've heard better singing on my Friday night shows.
I'll tell you what though, that's not a bad idea. I would like to see maybe them do an offensive lineman award. They don't get enough praise, I think, offensive linemen. They should have an offensive lineman of the year award.
Yeah. I would not be opposed to it.
Maybe maybe you could give it to the offensive or defense, maybe like an in the trenches award, something.
Yeah, in the trenches award. I like it. Yeah, Kittle was bad, but Cam Jordan ain't much better.
Hey, good luck, coach. Make sure you stay in the AFC.
NFL Fan of the Year contest. What is this?
Ordinary fans across the league who use their fandom to impact their community while still finding a way to spice up game day. The 2022 NFL Fan of the Year is Seattle Seahawks fan
Larry Bevins, the Fan of the Year for the NFL.
Southwest Washington. Larry literally wears his fandom on his sleeves and is proud to use his fandom to impact the lives of those in his community.
Good. That's good for him.
Who was he a fan of? Which team?
Seattle Seahawks got Fan of the Year.
Okay.
Oh, here comes the Fan of the Year out now. Gonna make
He's no fireman Ed.
Yeah. Comeback Player of the Year coming up.
What team do you root for? No, thank you, Larry. I'm just jealous. I assumed I was the biggest Seahawks fan in the world until I met you, and you're a much better human being than me, but I have to say, I think I have better hair.
Yeah, it looks like it. It cost a fortune.
Yes, it did. How dare you? How dare you? I just want that Aaron Rodgers ponytail someday. Anyway, who will be the comeback player of the year? Here are the finalists.
They didn't let that guy talk much.
No.
Oh, good music. Taking it back. McCaffrey, Barkley. I think it's going to go to Geno Smith here.
I would
Saquon
typically
Barkley.
agree with that, but my thing with Geno is I feel like he's never really been at this at a level yet that he played. I think it's like maybe later in life just discovered award. I would probably say for me. I think I'll go Barkley.
All three are worthy, G.
Oh, definitely. Listen, and again, Geno Smith definitely came out of nowhere. But my thing is he's never played at this level, dropped off, and then came back. So to me, that's the reason why I kind of disqualify him, which I guess is unfair to do, but that's my rationale in it.
Everybody thinks it's going to be C-Mac.
That's a great. Listen, there's very little difference between him and Barkley. I just go Barkley because I saw him more. But I think C-Mac had the better season than Barkley. Barkley had,
C-Mac had the best season of all three, I think.
He definitely did, and we forget Barkley, as good as the season he had, he did have some games where he kind of disappeared a little bit at times. So I will admit that. But
2022 AP Comeback Player of the Year is.
Come on, Microsoft Surface. Come on.
Geno Smith, yeah.
Geno Smith. And he's not there.
He's working on that contract. That's why.
So I will give a 10-minute speech. Without Gino, none of this would be possible. So, Gino, congratulations, man. Go Seahawks. Go home.
This is yours. He gave it to the guy. That guy ain't giving that up.
Star of Abbott Elementary, Cheryl Lee Ralph, and Hall of Famer Jim Kelly.
Jim Kelly coming out.
Jim Kelly. Another survivor, God bless.
God bless him. NC Finest. What's up? That's a great channel name.
Practice does not make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. And there is not a stadium.
If you're new and you have not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that button before you roll out today.
Because getting a group of people.
Kelly's having trouble talking after that. All this.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
Countless hours of repetition, even when no one is watching. And when the lights are on you, it's what makes the difference between success and catastrophe.
God bless him.
And to all
Yeah,
you
yep.
out there, he is not talking about you. Because there is another group who puts in the time, day after day, month after month, year after year. A team of unsung heroes. I am talking about the men and women who train as hard as any player that has ever lived, so that they will be ready at that crucial moment. The only difference is they hope that moment never comes.
What is this award?
Week 17, Monday night, as players and fans get ready for some football.
Oh, they're going to honor the guy that saved Hamlin. God bless him.
Yeah, he's there tonight too, I believe. Hamlin. I don't know if he's gonna be on stage or not, but
is he there?
I saw in one of the pre-shows that him walking the red carpet. Unless I misunderstood something, but it looked like him.
With all their preparation, they'll never have to take the field.
This is great. They're going to honor first responders from that game.
Just about 9 minutes into the game, the call comes.
I don't like how he went down. Oh, bring everybody. We need everybody. All call. Get rid of the winder on there. I need an entitled CO2. I need an entitled CO2 now.
Rarely will you witness a football game surrounded
I was
by
doing this
so
live.
much
It was
excitement.
overwhelming.
Rarely will you witness
It's gonna be a moment that I think we all remember watching. 20, 30, 40 years from now, I think we'll all remember that way we, watching it where we were, and it was that significant to the NFL.
of another human being.
Damar Hamlin, 24 years old, left the stadium.
After a 10-minute eternity, Damar Hamlin is rushed to the University of Cincinnati Medical Center.
Wow.
We were all hoping Damar Hamlin was going to get up. He was going to give us a thumbs up, and we were all going to know that he was okay. And when that didn't happen, I think this entire stadium was just devastated.
When he was down and I saw players crying, I knew. I called it. I said, I think he's dead.
At this point,
and he literally was, and they brought him back.
Yeah. Yeah, and shout out to the fans of Cincinnati too, because they showed up too in a big way at the hospital doing vigil every night while he was there. So for the opposing team, that shows a lot of class.
Yeah, class act by Cincinnati all the way around.
His first words written on a piece of paper. Did we win?
Yes, Damar, you won. You won the game of life.
I wanna be a great one. I wanna be a great one. As great as the game of football is, we sometimes take for granted how closely it can unite us, how powerfully it can bring out the best in us, how profoundly it can inspire us.
Hamlin's Toy Drive raised millions of dollars in less than 24 hours.
We're leading up to game time here. It's a Sunday that's different than anything you've ever seen.
Another box, 3. You know we out here for you.
After the scene in Cincinnati on Monday night, and of course, encouraging news.
And then they ran the kickoff back.
Yeah. They ran 2 back, I believe, that day, if I remember correctly.
That was unbelievable, that first game.
Started off earlier in the week as a tragic scene. It's slowly turned into
Yeah, I love how Buffalo honored those medical support team at the game.
Yeah.
You know, it's sad we don't think about this till like 9/11 and, you know, things of that stature that are so shocking and everything. Yeah.
Definitely.
We should think about our first responders and our military every day. There they are on the stage being honored right now. Getting a standing ovation, which they deserve.
Unsung no more. From the Bills and the Bengals, training and medical staffs, as well as the
That's awesome.
University of Cincinnati Medical Center.
You know the man, Team DeMar.
You know, it's coming as close to death as I did, Gene. I have a passion for these people that give of themselves and help medically.
I can fully understand that, man.
Here comes DeMar. They got a camera out on the side.
I am so proud, happy, and pleased to welcome to the stage from the Buffalo Bills, number 3.
This is awesome. God, what do you say, man?
I know, right? God bless him, though, man. I mean,
what a great night to bring him out.
yeah. I'd like to see them do something from at the actual Super Bowl too, maybe pregame or something, but definitely.
First, I would like to just thank God for even being here.
Yeah. Yeah. A little bit, Joey. Not much.
I'm amazed that my experiences could encourage so many others across the country and even across the world. Encourage to pray, encourage to spread love, and encourage to keep fighting no matter the circumstances. Sudden cardiac arrest was nothing I would have ever chosen to be a part of my story. But that's because sometimes our own visions are too small, even when we think we are seeing the bigger picture. My vision was about playing in the NFL and being the best player that I could be. But God's plan was to have a purpose greater than any game in this world. My entire life, I felt like God was using me to give others hope. And now with the new set of circumstances, I can only say he's doing what he's always done. I have a long journey ahead, a journey full of unknowns and a journey full of milestones. But it's a lot easier to face your fears when you know your purpose. My third night awake in the hospital, I met an ICU doctor. His name was Yusuf. He told me he had a similar experience. He showed me he was okay, and that meant so much to me. There was so much uncertainty at the time, and just him coming to me, showing that I could live a normal life again, it meant so much to me in the moment. So I want to give a big thank you to him, and a special thank you to everyone on this stage for everything they did for me. And thank you everyone around the country and around the world who prayed for me and hoped for me. The journey will continue.
That's a beautiful thing. You know, Gene, it's funny. Hey Jeremy, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. I laid in that hospital bed as they were starting the therapy thing, and you know, I thought there was a soldier that was next to me, this old man, and older gentleman, but he was a soldier, and he had lost one of his legs, just one. And at the time, I had only lost one because it was the first part of my therapy. And he used to give me crap all night about watching Jay Leno late. Turn the TV off, right? And I was always so frustrated with it. But the one thing he said to me one day, we were sitting there talking, I didn't get to get much out of him because he was really towards the end of his journey and was really bitter with everything. But he did tell me one thing. He said, you know, if you choose to accept and embrace, basically in these ways, not these exact words, but basically if you choose to accept and embrace that there's a bigger meaning to what you had, whatever you thought was your life path was not your actual path. God had a different path for you. If you embrace that, you can get so much more out of it. And I never really thought much of it until I started. It wasn't until later on. He was long gone. I had left that facility. I don't even know if he's still alive today. I didn't really know him that well. He didn't even let me know his first name. I knew he was a master sergeant. That's all I knew. I knew he was a master sergeant only because there was a thing by his bed that one of his kids had brought in that had his master sergeant stuff in a little frame. But it really makes you think. And I sit here and, I'm reliving it as I sit there with DeMar. I can relate. Obviously, I don't know exactly because his was different than mine, but I can relate to what he's going through right now, and having somebody have an impact on you and have the doctors talk to you. And, my doctors told me, you're going to get out. You're going to do this again. And I'll be honest with you. I didn't believe him. I thought there was no way in hell when I laid in that bed. I thought there was no way in hell I was even going to be able to use the toilet by myself again at that time. Wrapped up in so many bandages, body parts that were gone. I went to sleep looking like a Corvette and woke up looking like Fred Sanford's truck on Sanford and Son. And but yeah, you can find that, and I pray for DeMar, and I hope that he is able to continue to do that and inspire, and that's a good thing. NFL honoring him tonight makes me proud. I'm an NFL fan.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think you can watch that and not feel a little choked up watching him speak just now. And he kind of touched on it. Is God, and you kind of said it yourself. Is God put him on a certain path, and not for himself, but for others. Yeah. And you know what? It's not going to be an easy road. But I know it's cliched, but like we always say, he doesn't put stuff in you that he doesn't think we can handle as people, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's funny when I do those. Really today, welcome in. Really today, the Super Bowl will be corny. Andy Reid and Jeffrey Lurie will be. Come on, dude, that's not the way to come in here doing stuff. I mean, I tried to give you respect to that, putting a comment in about drugs. Come on, man, help me out a little bit, brother. Help me out. I do those Thursday or Tuesday shows or the Friday shows where I play all kind of music and everything. And, you don't get monetized on those. I don't care. You know what makes me more happy? That I'm putting a smile on people's faces, hopefully. That's what I hope, at least, that people leave those shows, and maybe a little bit upbeat from the day before, or maybe they had a garbage day and maybe it's upbeat. I don't care that, I'm not making pennies on it. I'm grateful for whatever comes out of this channel to at least make it self-sufficient, but I really do it more for, what we're doing and the importance of making people smile,
It's, me and Joey actually, we had exact conversation we had literally just yesterday talking about stuff that we're doing. And we kind of we were on stream and we were talking just for this little meeting, and we kind of looked at each other and said, you know what, at the end of the day, man, let's just have fun. And let's, if people like it, great. Who cares if it generates money? Let's hang out, have fun, get a chance for us to be able to see each other, and hopefully everybody feels that same kind of passion and fun, and they have fun as well. And at the end of the day, that's the important thing. Is let's have fun with it.
I agree. That's what it's about.
I'll tell you, the Damar Hamlin thing. Are they on the next award yet? I don't want to cut it off.
No, they got the guy in from NFL Morning Show running and yelling.
Oh yeah, Brant. I was at the. I don't know if you remember. With I think it was '94 with Dennis Byrd. Was paralyzed. I was at that game. I used to have Jet season tickets, and I remember being I was a teenager, and I remember feeling just so in awe because I've never witnessed anything like that. And it was I remember it was him and Scott Mercer when they met at the quarterback, and Dennis Byrd hit Mercer right in the chest. We actually, at the time, we all thought it was Mercer that was more seriously hurt because Byrd hit Mercer. And then for what that happened, like I said, I've never witnessed anything like that in my life up until that point. And I know it's not the same thing because DeMar lost his life almost, and he was actually I think they said he was dead at one point, and they brought him back.
Right.
So what? I know it wasn't that, but still, like a life-changing event to witness that. It takes it's a lot to see, and I remember the crowd just being eerie. It was like eerie silent.
Yeah, I remember that myself. What's he doing in here? He's trying to get people fired up. Wow, Jim Brown is. Oh my God, he's showing his age. Holy heck, fire!
I don't know if you saw the pregame that Kyle Brandt did, where he was doing the thing. It was reminiscent of Goodfellas, where he was walking back behind the. He was like in the stadium, but back behind like in the tunnels and stuff.
Oh no!
And he did that scene from Goodfellas where when they walk into the restaurant from like I think it was the Copa when they walk through the back door and he's like kind of talking about all the stuff and they equated it to football and he did a bunch of different lines from Goodfellas in that one little scene. If you get a chance to go find it, it was really funny.
Yeah, I need to go find that.
Where is he, Calais? That's him. Explain this. Are you kidding me? Was this entirely necessary to break the tackle, Najee? Did you really have to do this to this poor Falcon? Yes or no? Yeah,
oh, it's because he has the Angry Running Award or something like that.
Yeah.
Do we want to win or on ours?
He's just out there yelling, fired up.
Next year, the winner of the Angry Run of the Year and the Golden Scepter is my man, Dameon Pierce from the Houston Texans.
Wow, Dameon Pierce won the
Another excellent rookie.
Run Award.
Another excellent rookie who should have been nominated for Offensive Rookie of the Year. I don't think he should have won it, but I feel like he should have gotten a nom for that too because he had a fantastic year.
He did have a good year. He carried them.
Yeah. He helped me in fantasy a lot this year. I picked him up. He was like off the scrap heap kind of a guy. No one expected much from him, and all of a sudden he just started putting up points for me.
Here comes Emmitt Smith and Barry Sanders to present.
Barry Sanders, my favorite
got
running back
Hall
of all
of Fame
time.
jacket on.
I've had success running the football. But if you truly want to define the position, and that position have to be defined by one guy and one conversation, and it starts and ends with a guy by the name of Jim Brown.
Absolutely.
Wow, he looks old. My God. He's got to be in his 90s.
Jim broke records like we
Really? Yeah, it makes sense.
He led the league in rushing 8 of his 9 seasons, and he remains the only man to average 100 yards per game during his entire career.
That's incredible numbers. And he left the game on top. He still had more left.
Which is
Steve.
crazy. You think 9 years, guys don't play, running backs don't play 9 years nowadays, and he played it and still had more to give.
Given to the league leading rusher. And Barry and I are honored that award will be given out tonight in honor of Jim Brown.
No question about it. No question.
Oh, they're creating a Jim Brown Award. I like it.
I love that.
Now, please give it up for the first Jim Brown Award winner, Josh Jacobs of the Las Vegas Raiders.
He doesn't even look like he understands what they're doing.
You talking about Jim Brown or Josh Jacobs?
Jim Brown.
Oh, then I didn't mean to laugh. I apologize. I thought you were talking about Josh Jacobs.
Rookie of the Year, Jamar Chase.
That's sad that he didn't even look like he would, because Jim Brown was always mentally sharp. He was fit for a lot of things.
He was acting for a while after he retired. He did a lot of acting too.
He just looked like he was a little lost. But.
Oh, that's sad.
You okay, man?
Yeah, definitely. Just a little starstruck. Jimmy Johnson is here.
Oh, you're a Dallas fan?
Oh, no. I hate the Cowboys. I just like him in that movie, The Water Boy. Really good.
These moments help us remind us that anything can happen on a football field.
Oh, yeah, and a quarterback should, never try to make a tackle. Yeah.
It's moments like these that make this season special.
Unless you're a fan of the other teams in these highlights, then it won't be that special. Here are this year's finalists for NFL Moment of the Year.
NFL Moment of the Year coming up.
First playoff meeting between these division
Oh, no. Bengals win off of the fumble. Better not be that one.
I can see that being a heartbreaker.
Cousins to Jefferson in the one-handed catch. Derek Carr.
Hands it off. Stevenson breaks out of the tackle, pitches it backwards, and now Jacoby Myers.
Oh, the touchdown from the Raiders and the Patriots.
Which one was that? I don't remember that one.
Where the Patriots tried to go for it with the tie game and they fumbled it.
Oh, okay, I remember that.
It can't be that one. It's going to be the Ravens one. I know I'm going to get screwed here. It's got to be.
And the 2020 moment of the year is
Justin Jefferson.
Wow! Justin Jefferson of the catch. Holy heck. Justin Jefferson cleaning up on awards tonight.
Yeah, it's the second. Want me to give a little recap?
Yeah, well,
that's just short list.
Go ahead, yeah.
So we got Offensive Player of the Year, Justin Jefferson. Defensive Player of the Year, Nick Bosa. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Garrett Wilson. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Sauce Gardner. Coach of the Year, Brian Dable. FedEx Aaron Ground Awards go to Joe Burrow and Josh Jacobs. Fan of the Year was Seattle fan Larry Bevins. Comeback Player of the Year, Geno Smith. Angry Runs Award winner, rookie Houston Texan Dameon Pierce. Jim Brown Award goes to the leading rusher in the NFL, Josh Jacobs. And now Moment of the Year, Justin Jefferson catch.
Good recap. Okay, this is in memoriam here. So they're starting off with Franco. That was shocking. People weren't expecting that one.
They still argue if he really caught it because they didn't have the camera on it. The camera just cuts off just where the ball is. They still talk about that.
Never know.
Yeah, we'll never know. I like to think it was a catch.
Yes.
It is truly immeasurable and certainly unforgettable. Don't forget us. Don't forget us.
Please welcome Hall of Fame Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback, Terry Bradshaw.
Terry Bradshaw.
Thank you, folks. Appreciate it. You know, it's impossible to forget Franco Harris. In the middle of the roughest, toughest game on earth, he was an island of humility and grace. Never once raised his voice. Never pointed a finger.
Bradshaw showing his
and
age.
On that day, 50 years in Pittsburgh, he came out of nowhere to change the game forever. When you think about it, immaculate is the perfect word to be linked forever to Franco Harris. I love you, pal. I miss you. And like every football fan in this world, I'll never forget you. So tonight, with the help of the NFL Players Choir, we remember Franco and the many other cherished members of our football family who left us last year.
Oh, that's a great honor. Great job, Terry Bradshaw. Every move you make. Nice, great song. A little bit of police action. Like it. Let's see who we got. Len Dawson. Len left us this year. Charlie Taylor from the Redskins.
Oh, yeah.
Johnny Greer, the referee. I remember him, yeah. Rayfield Wright. Dwayne Haskins passed away. That's right. Yeah. Marlon Briscoe. John Haddle of the Rams.
It's kind of hard with you not around. Know you in heaven, smiling down, watching us as we pray for you. Every day we pray for you.
I like this choir.
We meet again. In my heart is where I keep you, friend. Memories give me all the strength I need to proceed. All I need to believe.
This is good. Jason Jenkins. Wayne Mackey, the referee. Jim Lynch. Charles White. Marion Barber III.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Charlie Trippi. Hugh McElhaney. Ray Guy. Bobby Beathard. John Rooney. Gary Brown. Chargers. Shelby Jordan. John McVay. Yep. Doug Sutherland. Darryl LaMonica. John Clayton. Gino Capoletti. Uche Nawarne. That's hard to say. Dave Herman. Charles Johnson. Hank Goldberg. Wow, forgot about that. Dave Butts. Redskin. Brig Owens. Ronnie Hillman. Art McNally. Tony Saragusa, the Goose. Franco Harris. Welcome into Nathan Lucas and Dumbo Dog. Thanks for joining, guys. We honor all those who passed this year from the NFL. Hope that they're all up looking down on us somewhere, smiling, watching this tonight. Prayers to their families. If you haven't subscribed tonight, hit that subscribe. That's my man, Gene Fitzmagic, from our Thursday night broadcasting show. Joey Arms D is in the chat as well. You know, he's hanging out with us. Pete, is it Bradshaw showing his age, or is it is he having a battle with cancer? Is Bradshaw battling cancer?
If he is, I didn't know that he was.
Yeah, I don't know if he is. That's if he is.
You know, you said John Clayton. I completely forgot John Clayton passed away. He was a fantastic journalist that covered football for years for ESPN and a few other places. I didn't even realize. I completely forgot.
Stacy says yes. He's fighting 2 forms of cancer. Wow, I didn't know that. I missed that. That's a shame. You know, I've liked Bradshaw. Maybe that's why he looks tired, and he's looked that way on the set for quite a bit. Yeah, Stace, you got to remember, I was out cold for a long time. I missed a lot of stuff, and even when I woke up, I missed it. So that's a shame. Well, prayers to Terry Bradshaw. That's a tough thing, man. Cancer takes a lot of lives. David T, hello. Good to see you. Cancer takes a lot of lives for people. My mom has fought two forms of cancer and battled through it. So God bless you. Thank you.
Hideous disease.
Thank you for bringing that up, Stacy. I won't time you out tonight just because of that. I'll time out Gene if I have to. They're at a commercial break, everybody. We're just.
Is there any surprises for you tonight so far, award-wise?
None. No. I'm down with all of them. I think I'm pretty on tap with everything so far. Wait to see who. Yeah, obviously you never know who Walter Payton is going to do. You know, you never know how that's going to go. I mean, you still got offensive
MVP.
MVP. Yeah. So I'm trying to think what we have left. We have MVP. We've already done coach. We've already done comeback. What else?
If we do the announcements for Hall of Fame,
that's going to take a little bit of time. We got 30 minutes left. I'm thinking, what's going to take the time on the show?
There's probably going to be a little performance in between, or some type of maybe not an award, but like an acknowledgement. Probably there's probably another 1 or 2 acknowledgements that you might see in here.
Yes.
So
they'll have the Stacey Rogers announce she has a D in her name award. She changed it. She's now affiliated with Aaron Rodgers.
So, and who knows where he's going to end up? It sounds like it's going to be the Raiders now, I guess, huh?
The Raiders is what I'm hearing, yeah. That's all the reports have is the Raiders.
And it sounds like Carr is going to the Saints. They're the front runners over there as well. So
yep. Lamar to the Falcons.
Yeah, they're saying a lot a lot.
I called that earlier, by the way. Everybody knows it.
You did. I remember you saying it.
Are you kidding me?
Another song.
I'm sorry, Kelly. I just wanted to sing one quick tribute song to Tom Brady on behalf of all the other quarterbacks in our league.
All right, shine bright like a diamond. Okay.
Tom's won 7 times, went to 10. He's on some beach, so maybe Kirk could win it.
Hey, you can really sing.
Yeah. Since he's been gone.
Wait, hold on. First of all, you can really sing. What? Like, Okay, Kirk Cousins. I would totally press my button. Okay. Hold on, though. That doesn't really sound like a tribute. It kind of sounds like you're just happy Brady is gone because, it gives you, a better shot. And I am totally for this. I think Brady's retirement is good for him, great for us.
Because, come on, Kelly. Everyone wants to hear you sing, not me. Let's go.
Who was that up there, Pete? Who was that? Who was the?
Kirk Cousins.
Oh, okay. Was he wearing his gold chains from the
Yeah.
lane? There you go.
She's changed her song to go talk about the Brady v. Leaving.
That's a good call out by about Saquon to the Fins by VP. That would
Yeah.
that could happen. That could happen.
Call out.
I dare you to zoom in on that photo of Brady and not see Jerry O'Connell. That's all. That's all I'm saying. I dare you. Now, please welcome Rich Eisen.
Rich Eisen coming out. What's he got? The Hall of Fame.
Rich Eisen, also a Jet fan.
He should go in the Hall of Fame at some point. He's
as a broadcaster, yeah.
Yeah.
He's built the NFL Network.
Hosted
Yep.
a Super Bowl. And yet anyone who's ever put on pads dreams of one day being called to this small town in northeastern Ohio. Canton is the destination for these next gentlemen, the newest members of the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
I love this. I can listen to Rich Eisen all day.
Yeah, he's got a great voice.
Left tackle made 10 straight Pro Bowls and played in more than 10,000 straight snaps. Joe Thomas.
Joe Thomas.
Well
Great
deserved.
lineman. Definitely deserves to be in there.
Definitely. Another guy that retired with more in the tank.
The ultimate shutdown corner. And my Aliquippa brother, Darrell Revis.
Revis, the island.
Well deserved. Big night for the Jets tonight.
Yeah, big night for the Jets tonight.
Straight seasons. He racked up 10 or more sacks. He was the face of the Dallas Cowboy defense, DeMarcus Ware.
DeMarcus Ware. This must be the people that are inducting them is doing their announcement, I think.
Ah, okay.
Got Jerry Jones there. DeMarcus Ware was unbelievable.
Yeah, he was unstoppable on that off the edge.
You could match him as a quarterback, and none could match him as a teammate. Now my Bengals brother finally takes his place in Canton. The late Ken Riley. Representing Ken is his son, Ken Riley II.
Ken Riley.
This versatile
Namath.
Pro Bowl nods at 3 different positions. The anchor of the New York Sack Exchange, Joe Klecko.
Klecko.
Yeah, he played all over that line, man.
I can't believe he's not already in there.
Yeah.
God, he's up there in age now.
Yeah.
Glad he got to see the day.
He always did that dirty work. You know, Gastineau was the guy that everyone...
Yeah.
And a Super Bowl that his team lost. He was a bad man, Chuck Howley. Chuck is at
Oh, Chuck Howley.
celebrated.
Chuck Howley.
He's represented today by his son, Scott Howley.
I'm surprised he wasn't in. I kind of thought he already was in the Hall.
Whether he was lined up inside or out, listen to quarterback or playing the pass, he was always a problem. And once again,
Barber.
my friend, you are now my teammate. Welcome to Canton. Rondé Barber.
Rondé Barber.
Well deserved. Well deserved.
Is Tiki in there?
No.
I don't think so. Wonder if he has his brother induct him.
I owe my career to this man, and we all owe our game to this man. The father of the modern passing attack, the late great coach Don Coryell. Here
Air Coryell.
his daughter, Mindy Coryell Lewis.
Air Coryell.
Surprised he's not in already, too.
I know. He was one that caught me off guard, too.
He changed the game.
He did.
It was an honor to coach this 5-time All-Pro linebacker that let the Dolphins lead the league in
Zach
defense.
Thomas.
Zach Thomas.
He was a monster.
Yeah.
I loved watching Zach Thomas play.
Good leader, too, for that defense.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the 2023
Great class.
Football Hall of Fame class.
Yeah.
Jimmy Johnson out there high-fiving and bumping people. Broadway Joe's still out there wearing a Jets color tie, too. I loved watching Zach Thomas play VP.
Yeah, he was good. I'm blanking on the name. Who was the defensive end on that team? In fact, Zach Thomas, their in-laws. Jason Taylor.
Yeah.
I believe Taylor's married to Zach Thomas's sister, if I remember correctly. But those two were such a tandem.
Hey, look, they're showing a Disney commercial. There's a guy getting schoolboy bread. VP, am I getting schoolboy bread next weekend? I want to know. Where do I got to go? Egypt, Norway? I think it's Norway. I got to go. VP got me hooked on this stuff. He's like, you got to try this. You got to try that. Right? Huh?
Over in the Norway in Epcot, right?
Yeah, I got it. He got me all. He came in, pimping out his schoolboy bread. And it's like, this is really good. I was like, all right, we'll try it. And I was like, man, this is fantastic. And then I haven't had it since. So that's on my list of things to do next week. I will have the Disney Yeti with me, and I'll take that Yeti and let him find me in Norway. That's Gonzo, Disney Yeti.
There you go, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be down there. We push back the move a little bit. I'll be down there. Actually, a little bit more than 2 weeks from FU. I'll be at the last week of March, actually, now I'm thinking about it. So
nice.
I guess about 5 or 6 weeks from now. And actually, I believe Joey was originally supposed to go, I think, next week, but they had to push it back. We'll actually be down there together. So you could probably find us at one point in 6 weeks stumbling out of Olga's Cantina together.
There you go. We have Olga's for Thursday night.
Nice. We have it. I think we have it on a Saturday. We're doing MGM together or Hollywood Studios.
Preston booked this whole thing, and that's one of the things that he wanted to do. We opened up Olga's the first opening day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, opening day of
Very
Galaxy's
cool.
Edge. Me, Preston, and Prince Charming Dev together.
Very
Opened
cool.
it up, had a beverage there. It was a good time, and so I let Preston pick this trip, and that was one of the first things. Like, I got Olga's, we're doing it. So I'm like,
Awesome.
okay. Yeah, but yeah, I definitely want to get that school bread stuff at Norway. That was really
school bread
good.
I love the school bread. Love it.
Yeah. The little things, the little things.
Yes. Yeah, that's
So we
the thing too. Is go ahead.
I was gonna say we should have MVP list. I think it's the only thing we have left, right?
Yeah, I think so. Right. Yeah, 'cause we did that. I think it's just MVP, unless yeah, I think it's just
Pat
MVP.
McAfee. I haven't seen Pat McAfee there tonight. He's been around everything else in football. I'm surprised he's not there tonight.
I'm not a Pat McAfee fan.
You know who the NFL's really engaging is? There's a girl on Twitter. Her husband, I think her last name is Cooch. Allison.
Instead of making the wealthy pay
Let me see if I can find it here real quick. If I can find her name, it usually comes up as one of my first recommendations. She's got millions of followers. Let's see if I can find her real quick. Probably skipping through stuff I want to watch later. Boom. Are they doing this yet? Let me make sure I'm not missing. Because the NFL's embraced her. They've got her coming to the Super Bowl stuff and a whole party and thing.
Is she just like an influencer, or?
Her husband plays for the Raiders now.
Oh, okay.
And I'm trying to find it real quick. I'm sure I could search it and find it in a heartbeat.
Welcome back to the NFL Honors. I got to get a little serious here. Then we have some breaking news, actually. We just got an update from Aaron Rodgers' darkness retreat. He's decided to take some more mushrooms. So, you know what? Solid choice, Aaron. Have a
Allison Cooch is her name. She's got 2.2 million followers on TikTok.
Oh, wow.
And her husband plays for the Raiders. So they've got her coming to the Super Bowl as a party hangout type thing.
Oh, okay. Kind of like what they did with. Didn't they do that with Gronk last year or something like that?
Yeah, she's great. I love watching her. She's fantastic. Here comes Kurt Warner.
What a story for Kurt Warner too. The way his career went.
Twice in my career. I was also blessed to be surrounded by great teammates, and I understand that in the ultimate team sport, you don't win the MVP by yourself. Woo, that's right. But the MVP is a person that the entire team can count on, night in and night out, and in the biggest moments. Here are your finalists for the NFL Most Valuable Player.
Let's see who we got. Joe Burrow, Gene's pick.
It's my pick.
Josh Allen. Justin Jefferson. Patrick Mahomes. Hurts. God, it's either Burrow or Jefferson. I'm going to say Jefferson. Sweet.
Most valuable player is Patrick Mahomes.
Wow, Mahomes again.
Can't complain. I mean, you know, wasn't my guy, but I can't complain.
To help support this dream,
Bets on Gronk making the field goal. That's great, Steven. We should bet on that on Sunday.
To my wife, Britt, my baby girl, Sterling, and my son, Bronze. This crazy life that we are living means nothing without y'all. Keeping me balanced.
His name is Bronze?
Appreciate every single day.
That's the new baby they had like last year, right?
Color, that's not a baby's name.
Y'all bring me joy and make me appreciate the time that I get to spend with y'all. Thank you for always being there for me through my good times and my bad. Love y'all. To my family, my mom, my dad, my brother and sister, thank you for supporting me every day and telling me since I was a little kid to follow my dreams. To the Chiefs organization, Clark Hunt.
I can't say anything bad about this guy.
Reed,
Mahomes.
No,
Last
he's a
act.
likable kid.
My teammates. I would never be standing here today without y'all. Every day, giving everything that we have together to go for the ultimate goal, the Super Bowl. Let's continue to go for that dream this weekend.
Hey, I mean, I can't take it away from him. All right, well, if you guys had a good time tonight, hit that subscribe. We appreciate you. We'll be back on Sunday for the Super Bowl. Midday. You may see Gene or some of these other guys stop in from our broadcasting team. It's always good. They did a good job tonight. I've been seeing what the last 13 minutes are. I don't know what they're going to have here. You know,
that's a good point.
You got 13 minutes of broadcast time still left. Take out this commercial, you still got 11 and a half.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see.
Did we miss an award that we didn't remember that? Could that have been?
I don't know. I was about to close things out, and I looked up here at the line. I'm like, man, we got 11 minutes left. If I do that, Stacy will call me and yell at me, tell me I ripped her off of 11 minutes. I can't do that. She wants her 11 minutes of talking. Man of the year.
Oh, that's
Walter
it.
Payton.
That's right.
Thank you, VP. Where are you? You're supposed to be guiding us through. Pete, did I see a parrot commercial? No, I did not see a parrot commercial.
Mahomes, I believe in his contract, he gets another. I think it's $1.25 million for winning the every time he wins the MVP. I think he gets a $1.25 million bonus.
Gotta love that.
Not bad, right?
You're accepted that award. You're thinking, yep, give me my check. I couldn't hear you, VP. The TV was loud. I couldn't hear you screaming from Florida. They'll take some time on this Walter Payton Award. They'll suck up 8 minutes.
Yeah, they'll milk it.
It's on your side. Please welcome the 2019 Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year.
Calais Campbell of the Ravens. Ravens got some representation. There we go.
Yeah.
Bring the microphone up. I agree.
We saw 32 men who are following the footsteps of Walter Payton's big-hearted footsteps. One invested a tremendous amount of his time and resources towards medical research
and improving the mental health of at-risk youth. It has been from the moment he entered the league. His efforts are inspired by not one, but two very personal and life-altering events. And now, an ever-growing number of people are turning their hardships into inner strength, thanks to the commitment of Dak Prescott.
Dak Prescott got it.
Why are you the way you are?
Dak, this is Jerry Jones, and you're a Dallas Cowboy.
For Ray Dakota Prescott, the story begins
Wow.
with a biracial child growing up in a trailer parked among the pines east of Shreveport. The youngest of Peggy Prescott's 3 football-crazed boys. Times were far from easy.
It was poverty in a sense. For me to say it was a struggle, I would be discrediting.
Lived in a trailer as a youth, Gene.
I think if you asked any of us, did we
I didn't know that.
need? Never. That's how selfless, and that's the person my mom was.
Mississippi State would come calling and look like a very promising chapter. But then, 2 words. Mother, cancer. By
Did his
her
mother
wishes,
pass away of
Dak
cancer?
soldiered on. Early in his sophomore season, he was the starter. 2 months later, she was gone.
Yeah. That stinks.
Looking ahead to the NFL draft.
It's going to be a lot of hard work. Just continue to get better in every aspect.
Peggy knew overcoming adversity could lead her son to greatness. She told him, "Allow me to be your motivation, your inspiration. Let me be your story."
I remember her telling me, all greats have a story. Now it's up to me for her to live through me.
All greats have a story.
Became a foundation with a focus on cancer research and funding patient welfare.
My nonprofit is Faith, Fight, Finish. Our mission is empowering individuals, families, and communities to create strength through adversity.
Faith Fight Finish came into our lives and helped. I still can't believe it. I'm going to start crying.
Lives were saved. Stories rewritten. But sometimes tragedy
There you are.
begets tragedy.
My internet just like
2020, Dak's brother Jace, the rock at Peggy's side for her painful descent, took his own life.
Oh, man.
You can't even put into words the burden. I mean, it's something only Jace knew. He didn't know how to share it. He didn't know how to be vulnerable about it.
A difficult truth was laid bare for Dak, but he shared his pain, telling all who would listen that being vulnerable.
Yeah, you gotta ask. You gotta be willing to be able to ask for help if you need it, or
Struggles, what we go through is always going to be too
be
much
able
for
to
ourselves.
acknowledge it. I
Maybe
understand
too much
that.
for even one
Yeah.
person, but never too much for a community, for the people and the family that you love. I've made a promise that his life will be one taken to save millions. Starting in July, there'll be a new 3-digit number for the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. Our curriculum encourages adults to reach out to young people struggling with their mental.
One man helping many turn difficult pages.
God bless. He's done all this, you know.
yeah.
Those who carry unbelievable burdens. Let me be your story.
Not hold those feelings in. I think it's huge. I think it's huge to talk. I think it's huge to get help, and it saves lives. I'm just showing people how to express their adversity to be allowed to become their strength. I know my mom, that's what she would want.
I am honored to welcome Dak Prescott to this elite fraternity.
That's awesome for him.
Yeah, I mean, as someone who battles and deals with mental health stuff, and I diagnosed with depression and anxiety, it is something that it's good to see get recognized.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you actually have a stream talking about that with that topic
I did.
as well.
I did a stream on all that.
So
Of the 31 nominated men I just want to say I think the world of you. Have so much respect for me. Congratulations on the nomination and your chance in your years to come. Promise you that. First off, thank you to the NFL, Commissioner Goodell, to Nationwide for recognizing the importance of the impact that we as NFL players can have off the field. To the Payton family, I have such appreciation for Walter and for your beautiful family that continues the legacy through your charitable work. That Walter's incredible legacy on the field was matched, but yet probably exceeded by his humanitarian work off the field. So that's something that I've always said. I hope that when I finish this game, they can say he's a hell of a player, but he was a much better person. So thank you to the Walter family.
His suit is tight tonight. Looks sharp.
As a Dallas Cowboy, I'm honored to join the prior recipients of this award and such prestigious award, which is Roger Staubach, Troy Aikman, and Jason Witten. These are men who I look up to and have learned so much from. Being recognized alongside of them, I will never take for granted, and it's something that I'll take pride in forever. I'm so grateful for the Dallas Cowboys organization, the entire Jones family, Emily Cruz Robbins, and the community relations team.
Of course, they write your
so
check.
Generously inspire and help us change and give hope to our communities and encourage all of us who wear this jersey to do the same. To my fellow teammates who work so hard alongside of me, thank you for the support of my foundation and for all the charitable work that you do. You make me better on and off the field. I want to thank my family and my friends for your constant love and support. My pops, I appreciate you. You showing up and caring so deeply for everything that this foundation is doing means the world to me. Tad, my big brother, you're always so supportive. You fight for this family to the end. I love and I appreciate you more than you'll ever know.
Good for him.
My foundation work means the world to me. So I have to thank the people that I do it with who helped me start this foundation. I want to thank those, Big Peter, Little Peter.
I was like, you're welcome.
Julie, Tom, Shannon.
I'm not sure which one I was.
The work that you put in this foundation does not go
Maybe he was talking about me before the accident and after the accident.
Thank you. Now, mostly, I want to acknowledge the person who has had the biggest influence on my life, my mother, Peggy. My mother was and still is my moral compass. And through my own charitable contributions, I seek to share her strength and courage with the world. It was one of a kind. My mother told me.
They're going to give him all the time he wants, I guess.
Yeah.
My mother told me when she was diagnosed with cancer that all great have a story. Allow me to be your story. She is my wife, and with these words, just as she does and always did, my mother inspired me and motivated me to be great beyond the circumstances, and it is in her honor that I started my foundation in 2017 and named it The Faith Fight Finish, the 3 words she left me and my brothers. But since the work also honors my brother Jace, who as you saw pass from suicide during COVID in 2020, and I made a promise that there'd be one life taken to save millions. Therefore, I'm very, very thankful that this amazing platform that allows me to do just that. Share the story of my mom and my brother and hopefully inspire so many others. In the video that you saw, it allows me to assist and to connect with so many people, and I'm so thankful to be able to do that. It's something I'll never take lightly, and I'll never take it for granted. I gain strength, I gain motivation from seeing so many of our beneficiaries who are meeting the defining moments in their lives with grace and courage. I strive to create empathy every day, and I learn so much from those I give, including how much more there is to be done. I'm grateful every day for the opportunity to continue to chase the legacy of Walter Payton and the former Man of the Year winners. I draw so much inspiration from each of you who represent the immense potential that we have as NFL players to make an impact.
Good night, Steven.
And the world.
He's going a little bit
It will
long.
never be done, and it will not be easy. But through adversity,
The problem with
we
an
find our
acceptance thing
strength.
is you can't go too long because you lose
And I know that we
people.
will carry on our
Yeah.
pursuits, not being discouraged by how far we have to go, but rather emboldened by the hope that we can leave this world a better place than we found it. Looking around this room tonight,
His
gives me
speech
great
tonight is
hope
better
for
than
the
some of
future.
our political
And I
people.
thank all of you
That's facts.
for watching from home, or even if you're already a leader who's making a difference in your community. I want to remind you that we're all blessed with the obligation to make an impact on our communities and to love our neighbors. So if each of us can find a way every day, big or small, to make a difference for
He's
someone,
moving back and forth as
that
he's
love
talking,
will spread
and it's
exponentially,
almost Like,
And that is how we make it a better place. This world a better place than we found it.
Okay, are you done? It's a great speech. It's just a little long.
Yeah, they didn't get that music going like they do with the Grammys.
Receive this award. Thank you all, and God bless. Love you, Mama.
Pick up the award. Oh, he's hugging Kelly Clarkson. I don't blame him. I'd be hugging Kelly Clarkson too. That was awesome. That was awesome.
Good
Gene,
show,
thank
good
you
show.
For coming in. When are you guys will be starting soon? You'll be more to come on our Thursday night. You'll be letting everybody know, right?
Yep. We're gonna the channel itself will be available to the public as of March 4th, and we're gonna do a little marketing promotional program, and then our first shows will start launching April 3rd with Disney Villains Club on Monday. The next day will be Castles and Cocktails, which is a show with hosted by Andrea from Our Castle Life. I believe Morgan Stark, who used to be part of the Diz. It looks like she's going to be joining the cast over there as well, and maybe a couple other cast members.
Tony Stark's daughter is going to be on the show?
Not that Morgan. It's a different Morgan Stark. But
no, I'm telling everybody.
Tune in on the 4th, and on April 4th, you'll find out. But then,
I'm promoting it differently.
And then the Disney Underground returns on the following, that very next Thursday, which I believe is the 6th. Sammy D still the host, and some new co-hosts. So we'll let you know who the new co-hosts are in the upcoming weeks. But Sammy D is the host over there, and that the format might change a little bit too with Disney Underground. We might kind of go back a little bit to the old school version of what we used to do when we were just an audio podcast.
Okay.
A combination of that to what it kind of became. But we're excited. We're definitely excited about it. Just good to hang out and talk some Disney again, you know?
Awesome. And looking forward to having you back here throughout the year as we progress to finishing this year and on our trail to next year. So thank you, everybody, for watching tonight. I'll be live Sunday doing the Super Bowl. Thank you for those couple of people that subscribed tonight. Welcome to our family. We do appreciate you. Moderators, thank you. Members, thank you. VP, thank you. Just because the schoolboy bread. That's all the reason I did. So, we will see you on an upcoming stream real soon at some point in the near future. Join us Sunday for the Super Bowl, everybody. Good night, and see you real soon.